Indonesia gives India access to strategic port of Sabang. Indonesia has agreed to give India economic and military access to the strategic island of Sabang at the northern tip of Sumatra and close to the Malacca Strait, an Indonesian minister said on Thursday. Luhut Pandjaitan, Indonesia's coordinating minister for maritime affairs and a former military officer, said India will invest in the port and economic zone of Sabang and build a hospital. He noted the port's 40-meter depth is good for all types of vessels, including submarines. In time, he said, the coast guards of the two countries could also work together. Sabang, also known as Wet Island, is located 710 kilometers southeast of the Andaman Islands and less than 500 kilometers from the entrance of the Malacca Strait, through which almost 40% of India's trade passes. Pandjaitan made the remarks while speaking on India-Indonesia maritime cooperation at the Nehru Memorial Museum and Library in New Delhi, days ahead of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Indonesia on May 31. An Indonesian official accompanying Pandjaitan said his understanding was that besides development of the port, Indian naval ships would be allowed to visit Sabang under the understanding. It's a verbal understanding at this stage. The Indonesian side will hold a meeting next week to seek ways to turn it into a reality, said another official familiar with discussions on the issue. An Indian diplomat, who didn't want to be named, said the Sabang arrangement would logically follow the Act East policy of the government. The Malacca Strait is considered one of 6 choke points, or narrow channels, along widely used global sea routes. They are critical for global energy security because of the high volume of oil transported through narrow straits. At least 15 million bpd of oil flows through the Malacca Strait from West Asia and West Africa.